Hi mate, thanks for joining me. You look like a drowned rat. I told you not to go walking, it was going to rain. What wrong was I? No, look at the state here. Why didn't you want to sit in here with me? It's not spooky, it's just a freaking library. And I'm trying to learn Hungarian. And I can't. No chance, it makes no sense at all. Do you know my mate Josh? Josh Green. From Leeds. The one with the really fit girlfriend. Yeah, that's the one. Well, his mum is Hungarian. And he was telling me that this is the last surviving language of Genghis Khan. And it's like a nomadic language. That's why it makes not a lot of sense. And he's not kidding. Honestly, I cannot wrap my head around it one bit. I think I'm gonna have to give Thorgoth a freaking pay rise and keep him on this season as a translator because I've got... What's up with you? I've gone completely white. Oh, what? A ghost? Mate, you need to knock that wacky-backy on the head. We've got an important season this year. We're in the Champions League. No, we don't have to qualify. Mate, I've got loads to tell you. Let's get out of here. I'm getting nowhere with this. Let's get to the office and get this season underway. Hello and welcome to episode 26 of The Road to Anywhere. Mine and your Journeyman adventure as always. Thanks for joining me. You know I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I love you long time for sticking with me this long. Been a long time. If you're still here, hit the thumbs up. It really does help me. Helps the algorithm of YouTube get my stuff out there. Get involved in the comments and catch up on some of my videos. Just done one Manchester United manager experiment with Ole, Zidane and Conte. Go and check it out if you haven't already. Might have another one of them coming out soon. Why not? Easy to make and a bit of fun. But for now, we're back here in Hungary with our little team, the champions of Hungary. What a season we had last year. Now, last year I felt we had a good team and been easy in a way. We did have European football, and you remember my plan? I just had a number one team, an A team, and I stuck with them through thick and thin, apart from injuries or maybe suspensions or the odd international duty. And that really helped us, and we did really well. We had a couple of other advantages. You know, the big team, well, you might also remember we played for 3 times this season, and it alternates. Last year we had 2 home games against them and 1 away, so that helped us. This year, not only have we got European football, but they get the 2 home game advantage. So, you know, things are going to be tough. I'm probably going to have to... I want to really focus on Europe, so I might have to take a bit away from the league. So we're going to have to see how that pans out. Can the squad survive everything, compete on all fronts? I don't know. Now, I just mentioned then in the library to you about the Champions League. I've got a few things I want to talk to you about actually. Over the summer, the rules changed. The Hungarian League got a rankings boost, and we got an actual spot in the Champions League for the first time ever. So normally, if you win this league, you have to qualify to get into the group stage. No more. Nope, we're going straight to the group stage, which is fantastic. No qualifiers. That's a guaranteed 6 games, guaranteed some money, even if we get our ass handed to us every single game. And we are playing catch up with the big boys because they've been in Europe for ages. I just want some European money. The more money we get, the more we can build this club. And this tied in perfectly with something my good friend Lee Greenshields mentioned, and I like his idea. We're so close to the end of FM21. You know, I don't want to put any caps on this now. We're not going anywhere else. He said, why don't you stay here till the end of FM21? Not only try and build this team to something special, maybe even do something in Europe one day, but, you know, build the nation really, rebuild the nation. And we've already started to do that, I think. So I'm just going to stay here and just go with the flow. And if you keep watching it, great. Hopefully you do, because I'm loving playing it. So I'm just going to keep making it, and hopefully you stick with it. So there's loads and loads we could achieve really. Now the training facilities were upgraded. Got finished in May, and I was going to try and do it again this year, but they said no to me twice. I'm just going to put that out there now. Now, obviously, we're going to be in Europe, and we do make European money. We're going to start accumulating some cash this season. So once they started saying no with the facilities, they're good enough as it is for this country. I've got amazing staff, which I've upgraded again. I won't show you, but I've got the best staff. And I thought, let's just try this year to do as best as we can in everything. Win something great. Stay in Europe as long as possible, save up as much money as possible, and just go forward year after year, building and building. It's freaking... I'm really excited about it. Now I want to share this with you because I just want to say, if we weren't near the end of the series, I just won the league with this team, I might consider this. I might put it out there for a vote to see what you think. The Welsh Football Association offered me a job, good money as well. And I would have been tempted by it if it was earlier on, because, you know, I could have left here to Journeyman, whereas now we're coming towards the end. Because they're 36 in the world, so it'd be great to try and boost them. They're a little farty country, no offence if you're Welsh, but it is compared to a lot of countries. So, you know, the talent pool isn't always the best. But when I was looking at some of their players, I think it's the defence. Yeah, look at him for a left back at Everton. Got a centre half that looks awesome. Guy at Fiorentina, midfielder's decent. A lad called Jason Graham who looks like a beast. My surname's Graham. It is tempting, but I'm not doing it. And then Brandon Savage, what a name. Look how good he is. I mean, that is a core of players you could do something with, I think. When it came to the season preview, the bookies odds, we were second favourites, which is great. Obviously, they're the big team, massive team. A lot of teams have spent a decent amount of money. Now I'm a bit of a bell end. I thought I'd saved it in September when all the transfers were made. They have not been made. I make some more. And my next save file is in February. So we are going to jump forward a bit anyway. And then I'll show you my ins and outs properly. Now I'm not going to go through the whole squad like I normally do. I'm trying to save time because I'm chatting a lot in this one. I'm going to show you some of the young players we had from last year, see how they've progressed. A lot of the older guys are still the same. And then obviously show you the new guys we've got in. And two of them are freaking awesome. So these are all the transfers we made this summer. About 6 million quid in. Cow, where he was a right back, didn't need him. Had too many right backs last year. This little winger, didn't need him. Got a decent amount of money for him. He stayed in Hungary. Julio Rojas, a left back who I had no intention of selling, but someone came up right on the death that I couldn't say no to. So I ended up getting some money for him. Got a bit of money for Toth. He's a decent little midfielder, but again, I didn't need him. And then bits and bats for some nobodies, really. Now, when it came to the ins, I ended up spending 3.1 million. The biggest purchase was this lad who was up for sale, right? Up for sale. A rival. And I really liked him. So, and I think he's really, really good. And really happy with him. So we've signed him. The left back was a guy from City. Now he was coming up end of his contract. And I can't say his name. If you can, fair play. So it was you think it's on a free end of contract, but then you read the bottom and it's like you've got to pay 2.1 million compensation fee because he's a City academy player, come right through there, never really played for him. But what a fantastic little player he is. My favourite though is Ivan Pedrozo. Check this out. Ivan is a wonder kid. Now, if you're new to my channel, you might not know this, but most of you'll know I don't really look into that a lot. There's way too many wonder kids. I'm old school. I remember when a wonder kid was rare as rocking or shit and they were very special. Nowadays that term gets thrown around on players too much, but he is a fantastic player. What's good about him is he's not just a striker, he's a right winger as well. And I felt last year with Pap on the right wing, we didn't really have, when he was out, the cover wasn't the best. So we've got good cover here, I think. Because I've got a good striker, so I want him still to play because he bangs the goals in. But what a cracking little player on a freebie, eh? Happy days, only worth 2.3 million. What a good player. We've picked up Dave. Now Dave was playing for Stoke. End of his contract, 29 years old, played for Hungary 16 times. What a cracking, solid midfielder, I think he is. And then we've got Martinez, who I think is American. Yeah, he's American. Centre half. So I think we've got better. Let's just check in on some of the good players from last year. Trepo, the keeper, we picked up on a free. 20 years old. He's definitely got better. And this is what I want to do now. Spend a couple more years here until the end of FM21. Each year I seem to be able to pick up a freebie here or there. And if we can keep him, you know, there's always going to be a minimum fee here or there. But if we can keep this team together, there's no reason why we can't go on good runs in Europe, especially at the lower level European competitions. Pap, the right winger, rapid player, good player, had a great season for us last year. I think he's got a little bit better. And I'm really starting to flesh this squad out, but I still don't feel like I want to get to a point where I can put my best team out in Europe and I can change that squad about in the league and still win in the league. And I just don't feel like we're there yet. The last player I want to show you is Janos Horniak. Horny Pants, I call him. Now, he was a sort of a bit part player last year, but and he is this year. But I like him. He's got better. He's just got a lot of competition, really. Really don't want to lose him because I feel like we've got a good young core here now. A couple more pieces and we could really form a great team. So before I show you anything, it is February, of course. We're well into the season. Look at that money. That's Champions League money, and I've got now to spend right now. £21 million. And we'll get more at the end of the season, won't we? Plus, this year we've got an extra $1 million in Hungarian TV rights. Remember last year I said we got 6. This year we've got 7. So that money's coming in and in and in. I mean, we lost 9.2 million last year. This year we're 20 million up. So I think whatever happens in this summer, I'm going to be able to do some good stuff here. Buy some players. Hopefully get a few freebies. I'm always scouting. I said I wasn't going to show you, but I have, at the minute, nearly got the best staff. By the end of the year, I do get the best staff. Now, they won't let me have another sports scientist, and I've said this before, so I've got 2 spots here for physio, but I've got the best physio. So what I do is, I'll look for physios who are good at sports science. Forget what they're good, if they're only good at physio. I look for the sports science thing, and that's what I do, and I do boost that. And quickly, like I said, I did ask a couple of times about the facilities and then just thought, sack it, they're not having it. We've got excellent facilities, so that's good enough for us at this level. Just save that money. Save that money, but let's get to the meat and potatoes of it. How's the season been going? Well, I'm going to start off here with the league, and unlike last year, we're not dominating, we're not running away with it. But like I said, and like I knew would happen, we're in European football, and European football does take away from your league, especially when you haven't got a top-class player, 2 in every position, which I haven't yet. So there are times when I've slightly B-teamed a game because I've got to play a big team in Europe 2 days later, and that has affected us. Plus the big boys at the top haven't been beaten. They've spent money, they're on fire, they want that title back, and they're on course to get that title. I mean, wow, some distance between us and them. But it's all about trying to get in that Champions League. So, even at this stage now, I'm thinking we ain't going to get that title back. Not this year anyway. It's second. We're going for second. So let's show you some of the results. And we started really well. 1-1, drew 2, won the next 3. Then we did get beat, which is disappointing. I mean, we beat some good teams here. It's a good league, this, Beat Puskas, who've spent big again, and went a decent run. Then we got beat there. Like I said, it alternates. So we're playing them away twice and only at home once. Another good run. Then we got beat there, which was a surprising defeat. I'm not going to lie. And then I've just won my last 2 games. So, we're a bit sketchy at times, but only because I'm rotating and the big boys are on fire. Now, of course, they had to do the first round qualifying, which is what the winners of the league used to do. But they are in the Europa League, and they had to qualify for that as well from there a couple of times. Got into the group stage, fair play. Somehow got through that group, winning 3, losing 3. Let's check on the Hungarian Cup, and I would have liked another run in this. I B-teamed it all the way up to the semi-final, I think, last year. And I was just doing the same with this, giving guys a game. We won the first one 7-0, the next one 2-0, and then the B team played a team we should have been beating anyway. I don't care if it was a B team. Some big players still played in that game, to be fair. The Champions League, we got drawn in Group H, a freaking tough group. Favourites, rock bottom favourites, I'm guessing, to go out. Spurs, Lazio, my old team. I checked them out. No players left. It's been a long time now. They've all gone. It's a completely new side. I won 2 titles, didn't I? Then they had a bit of a dip. And then a couple of years ago, they've won 2 titles back to back, and that's gone in a little bit of a dip. But they're still a good team. And Sporting, they're a good team, right? Loads of good young players, just like Benfica. So it was about getting a result against them, really. So if we have a look, I got beat off Spurs 4-1 and beat off Lazio 4-0. I drew 3 games. I drew with Lazio at home, I drew with Spurs at home, and we drew with Sporting away. But the big one, the decider, was beating them 2-1. So let's check the goals out, just because it's our one and only Champions League victory. A victory, I mean, the draws were massive. Look at that. The draws were massive, but that victory helped us finish 3rd. You know what happens when you finish 3rd? You stay in Europe. And so obviously they got back into it quite quickly. And then in the second half, here's Papa Django. Here he is. Oh, boom. Pascale. So we're now in the Europa League. First knockout round, first leg, along with our rivals. How cool would it be if we ever faced them? That'd be awesome. Playing PAOK. This is a squad at this point, arranged by average rating. I've highlighted the guys who I think have been standout for me so far this year. One I forgot to talk about, so I think I missed him on the transfers. We'll get to him. But my left back for Man City, cracking little player. He's been playing really, really well. My new midfielder, the guy got on a free from England, who's Hungarian. He's been great. Dominguez. 15 goals and 22. I did think the Wonderkid had come in. I played him the first game or two, and he wasn't doing that well. Put Dominguez back in, and he's pretty much stayed in. But Pedrozo, you can see him down here, scored a few, but he has played out on the right a few times. Trepo in goal. It's this kid. I forgot about him. Young Rafet, 19-year-old Turkish player, got from Galatasaray on a free. Loads of potential. Obviously not a Wonderkid, but got some good ability. Heading, tackling, marking's okay, position is great, physicals are great. He's only 19. So last year I didn't show you the youth intake because it was really bad. Best player was a 3-star. The year before it was decent, but I'd only just got into the job and I got hit with the youth intake. So I was a bit more positive about this year. Got a 5-star goalkeeper, a young winger that's okay, a centre-back that's okay, and a striker that's not bad. So it's just fleshing out that youth team and giving us some options. Like I said, don't know how long it's going to go on for. It's nice to have a few good players come through. Now jump forward to May and we'll run through our European campaign. Of course, it started against P8OK. The first leg was 1-0. Pat scored early and he scored right on the death, but I got disallowed. Second leg, our left back got a goal in the 80th minute. 2-0 in aggregate, and we rolled on through. Next up, we got Betis, who at the time were mid-table in La Liga. I've still got that league running from my Barcelona days, so you know this is a good side. They're not in the background, they're playing properly in the background on the game, if you know what I mean. Anyway, the first leg went really well. We were beaten 4-3 in aggregate. Pedrozo Pap getting the goals in this game. Fantastic, man. Next up, it was Bologna, Spagbog, who again are in a league that's running for my Lazio days. So again, this is a fleshed out proper team. 0-0 in the first leg. We brought him back to our place, getting the goal. Dominguez is a little hero. All these people have passed on him. All these people are not giving him a chance. Never scored goals. He's come here. Not only does he score goals in Hungarian football, he puts in the net in European football against good teams. So I'm still in it. The semi-finals of the Europa League. The first leg, Juventus. One of my old enemies from my Lazio days. Juventus, right? And we scraped to 1-1. Pap getting us a goal. They scored again. They probably should have beat us, but they didn't. So this was a mountain and a half to climb to get to the final. You know what I mean? You've got a dream, man. And I was freaking dreaming. And then reality hit me hard. But it is what it is. 5-2 in aggregate. We got our arse handed to us on a plate. They absolutely annihilated us, to be fair. Pedrozo got on the score sheet. Taylor and Pat played not bad. But we are nowhere near that level. We've got to a Europa League semi-final. I think that's freaking awesome. So much hope in this team. So much hope. And I mean, you can tell here, these two would not normally... He won't be playing there. He might have played there. He won't going to be playing. Horvath, do you know what I mean? It was a bit of a... It's getting to that stage of the season. We just haven't got the depth yet, but this is why I love this game and I really want to drive on now and keep playing it. And like I said, I hope you keep watching it because I think I can keep adding these little pieces and hopefully keep everyone together like I keep saying. I used to say we can't go on a win a Europa League one day. Why not? But what about the league? Well, we're not going to retain our title, but we have cemented second. 15 points clear, the team in third. And the big boys at the top only lost one game. Yeah, won it by a bit of a distance. There's a couple of games left. Now, this here is the last game. We're going to play away against them in a live comp. Let's go up against them, eh? Have a bit of fun, see if we can bash them one more time. Now, I'm going to show you all the results from Europe. Now, before that, we were doing really well. Before we started the Europa League. But you can see here, look, I had to take a gamble against them. I know it's the big lads, but I just didn't feel like we could catch them. And I wanted to stay in Europe and earn as much money as possible. But we didn't get beat until Juventus after that. And I did do a bit of gambling in between games, like there and there. And we did all right. That's a big game for us against them. So I was really proud of them, really, to be fair. It was just, I suppose, if you go back, too many, defeats here. Defeats around Champions League games against them as well, which ain't great. So they beat us twice. So it's going to be a tough game, this live com. So here we are, away from home. Now, what I think, right, they've just had this advantage of being the top team for so long. So they've got a lot of money. They've been stockpiling. They've been able to buy quality for a long time. But they've not got a stadium that's any better than ours. Their stadium ain't any bigger than ours. We could achieve what they do. We're just, a few steps behind them. But obviously this season now, we're going to have to qualify. Depends who we get. I think we'll get to some form of group stage, be it Champions League or Europa League. We've just got to keep staying in Europe, keep getting that money. And I know I'll hopefully be able to pick up a couple of good players in the summer. And we've got a good team here. I mean, we can beat these on our day. And here's my little Mujic Little left winger from Honved. Ooh, I do like playing these because the stadium always seems to get packed. I do like a packed stadium, even though I don't have the sound effects on. Do you have the sound effects on? I don't think I ever have. They got me nerves. It's one of the things you want to get a new game and I set it up. First thing I do is turn them off. They annoy me. But 15 minutes in and we've started quite well. They haven't had a shot. We've only had a couple, but we're doing alright. There's Martinez. Not played as much as he probably wanted to, the American. But I feel like I've got 4 good centre halves, even with their player who can't play today, Pal. He would have been playing. Oh, there you go. There you go. Set up a flare, boys. DVSC, the only place I want to be. Now, we are a bit tired, and you can already tell that. A few of my players weren't 100%, especially in midfield. But I'm gambling on it. Pap's been off the boil a bit, so I've put Pedrozo on the right-hand side. But yeah, I feel like Taylor's a decent player, but if I can get a really good central midfielder. I like my right back. I think he's a great player. I've got a fantastic left back. I think I've got good centre halves. I might even try and put a cheeky bid in for Pal because we've got some money now. I've got a great young goalkeeper. I've got a wonderkid striker. I've got Dominguez who can score goals. Here's Pedrozo now. Here he is. Come on, Mook Chick. He's kept it in. Knocks it in with his right foot. Oh my god, this is sexual. Sexual. Pedrozo. 2-0. Come on. How good's this? I didn't expect this, to be fair. I'm not lying. Pedrozo's absolutely dead in his ass, but I've got the Pap Master Flash on the bench. So it's half time. We're 2-0 up. And we're playing way better than them. Have they just switched off because they won the league? I don't care. I want to beat him. So the second half has kicked off. Pap has come on for Pedrozo. I know he scored, but he was very tired. Good little player, though. That's what I mean. I'm very excited. If I can get away with spending no money again, I will. Because there's lots of things we could do here. It's like not only building this club, but building a nation by, hopefully improving the facilities a bit more. And buying the stadium, because we don't own it. It's council. I'm buying that, but I don't want to waste that money until I'd rather put the money into the squad now. Staff are fine, they're done. Yeah, just got to keep our stars. Some of them have got minimum fees, but I'm starting to be able to give some of them bigger minimum fees, like 18 to 20 to 30 million, which usually puts clubs off. Now, if you haven't already, especially if you're a United fan and you can fit into a 3XL, go and watch the Ollie Out video. I'm giving away a brand new Manchester United shirt in that video, and it isn't an Ollie bashing video, even though it's called #Ollie Out. It's just come from discussions with other United fans about him, really. So I simulate a season with Ollie in charge, and then the two favourites to take his job if he does get sacked, Zidane and Conte, and I simulate a season with them. And people talk about this game being realistic, and to be fair, the results that come out are freaking realistic to me. It's weird, this game sometimes. Anyway, I need to make some changes. I've been talking. I've been ignoring my assistant. I've got a few guys out there that are pretty tired. Let's try and get through this highlight and hopefully not concede. We'll make some changes. Come on, boys. Come on. I love the flares. I love the flares. Woo-hoo-hoo. I've now made some changes. 18 minutes to go. We've got a right back on. Hiss has come on. Horniak has come on in the middle. But yeah, come on. We want 3. We want 3. We want Dominguez to stick it in the back of the net. Right, here he is. Pat Master Flash. Cutting inside. What's he going to do is thread it through to one-on-one. Oh, that is beautiful. What a player. Why did Honved not want him? But like I often say, another man's shit is another man's treasure. He's a little treasure. So yeah, I think good strikers, good wingers. Sort of that central midfield. A few more bits and we might be alright here, Get to a semi-final. I mean, you're going to come up against the Juventus, you're doomed. But if you have a good bit of luck. Oh, this is just taking the piss. They've given up. 23rd goal of the season. Dominguez! You know what? When you pick a game for a live com, you never know what's going to happen. You don't know. It doesn't matter who you play. You don't know if it's going to be crap. It's boring. But to go away to these, the champions now. Away. After them beating us twice already this year. And to spank them together makes it so special. So there you go. 4-1. Happy days. Nice way to end. Let's look at the table. So this is the final league table, and to be fair to us, we only lost out on 2 points, so it's not that bad when you think we're in Europe as well. I mean, if you look at the table last year, we finished with 82. They won 71. They had a crap year last year. Drawn quite a few games. This year they've improved, getting 83. So points total last year we wouldn't have won the league, but we've only dropped a point. Way better than I thought it was going to be. Let's have a quick look at who won the other competitions we were in. Start with the Champions League, and I played Madrid. Battered Bayern 3-0. Fair play. I was a bit surprised by this one. Look at that. Porto beat Juve in the Europa League final in extra time. And in the Hungarian Cup, the big boys made it 4 on the bounce. This is something else I want to achieve while we're here. I want to win this. And unfortunately, my dreams of hopefully one day playing my former team in the league have been squashed. Maybe we'll face them in the Cup. I'd love to play against them one day. I think that'd be amazing. But we're not going to be playing them in the league because they've been relegated. Well, there you go. I think that was still a fantastic season, mate. Honestly, I really, really do. We didn't win anything, but I think the club's grown and we're looking strong. And I think next year, we've got to go back, try and get that title. Maybe we could do something in the Hungarian Cup. I really want to win that and go on another amazing European run. And you've been great this year. You've had laser focus and you've stayed up the wacky back here. You've been sober all season. So I want you to have a few more responsibilities this season. When it comes to player deals, I want you to go out there, wine and dine them. Yeah, entertain these young lads. Let them know that this is the place they need to come and play football. And I think you're the best man to do it. Just don't go off the rails with them. No cocaine. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully everyone at home is excited and they're going to stick with it. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to our little channel. Thank you very much. Stay happy. Stay safe. And I'll see you back here in Hungary next season.